Hey, good morning, everyone. Kiwi here. It's day 36, and we are leaving the very pleasant Dole's Flats. Um, yeah, I mean, you just put your tent anywhere up on the field there, but there's also a whole ton of space in here for tents and for hammocks, obviously. Heading off to, I believe it's Moorland Shelter today. It's 21 miles, so we'll see how we go. It is currently 30 degrees and about 7:18 in the morning, so it is amazing how even at 30 degrees it is much more pleasant putting your tent away than it is at, oh, I don't know, 7. Yeah, I can actually feel my fingers. So without further ado, we're heading north. Kiwi's first 20 plus mile day. All things going well. Hopefully the mud will peter out a little bit. Right, we'll catch up with you on the trail. Oh, Kiwi's happy. The trail, you've come down off a fairly steep pinnacle. That's sort of like narrow switchbacks, and but the track is dry. Thank God. All right, to get some speed up. But yep, it's a good start today, and it is a beautiful day. Absolutely beautiful day. Looking forward to this. Let's hope this trail holds out. Oh yeah, before I forget, that Dole's Flats, that's the official crossing over from North Carolina to Tennessee. And I guess in about four or 5 days, I'll be crossing over into Virginia. So, even though we've been crisscrossing North Carolina and Tennessee for, I don't know, about a week, that's the official border crossing. So, yeah, so I'll throw that in there before I forget about it. Now, to be fair, on the the north side of Dole's Flats, they have been doing some work, and about, well, I say about 150 meters on the south side of Dole's Flats as you're approaching it, there was similar work to this, so they are getting to it. But that first mile and a half coming off that bald, man, for those coming up in the next few days or a couple of weeks, I don't know when these crews are getting back up here again, but man, see, just before Dole's Flats it was like this, but there's no gravel or anything in it, so they've cut away the bank to fill in this, but they've created a mud reservoir until they can get some stone in there to give you something to grip on as you're walking. Man, that was just total airborne shuffle through there. I was like, I'm not falling and pudding right before I go to bed tonight, especially 2 days out from laundry. That would suck. I'd rather fall on ice. I'd rather fall on ice and be clean than fall on chocolate pudding, Oreo coloured pudding. But yeah, no, the track's a lot more usable this morning. Kiwi's happy. So we're about an hour in, coming down the hill from Dole's Flats, and we're in this little gully here. And someone's been nice enough to leave a gallon of water. I've fully watered up, so I don't need it. But there's a little campsite over here. We'll just go over here, quick look-see. Oh, this is nice in here. Yeah, nice and flat. Flat. You can pitch a tent in there as well. Obviously here, that one looks like it's been recently used. What a nice backdrop. Protected from the wind. Yeah, this is sweet. Great place for hammocks. Great place for hammocks. Yeah, really nice. I would say this is probably a campsite that showed up in the book. It says it's got a little sign coming over to this, but yeah, this is nice. And again, this is an hour pass. So if you were not wanting to stay at Dolls Flats, yeah, but this is a good option. I like this. Very nice. All right, so we just walked about 4 minutes from that campsite, and there's another stealthy spot here. That is a fire pit in the center of the screen. There's flat areas around it, and this is the water source. So that's nice. That's a good one. Kiwi likes convenient. And it just follows on. So I will get back to you in a little while. Yeah, just past a little footbridge, there's another little stealthy spot here. That's not bad. It's a little more exposed, but you got the water running right by it. Oh, it's been just a lovely walk coming out of Dolls Flats, coming down the hill today. Much easier track. Solid, gravelly. Very, very nice. And again, a beautiful day. Well, here we have it. I think it's a new fresh growth on a plant that I've seen on the trail. So spring has hit the AT. Be nice to get a little bit more green in the scenery, that's for sure. Continuing on. Well, apart from listening to road noise from up there, this is a nice place to camp. It's got a little fire ring. It's nice. It's nice to camp next to the sound of running water. Or at least I like it. It's got here, looks like you can camp over the side as well. Yeah, this is nice in here as well. But yeah, you're right. Right next to a road. But you know, that's why Kiwi always hikes with earplugs. Yes, I would imagine, yeah. But this is where we're heading today. Hopefully. Got a little bit of an incline. And then it's mostly fairly sort of just undulating, so we'll get to it. So we've crossed that main road, done a little zigzag up a hill, crossed a side road, and then we're coming down here, and you're right by the water. Lovely spot, and there's a little stealthy site. You'll have to forgive a whole bunch of trash on the way down here. Looks like people just get on that side road and just start throwing all the McDonald's and Bud Light cans out the window. But really, how nice is that? Very cool. Nice spot. Alright, and then we're heading off that way. Well, we've come up the initial rise up from the stream, and it's pretty heavily switched back with a modest gradient, not too hard at all. And now we just kind of undulate here on the track. There's one more modest rise, and then it's just gently undulating track for the rest of the day. And of course, like I say, if it's got to fall in the forest, it has to fall across the trail. Oh, this is nice. Nice soft track to walk on. Yeah, pretty. Well, after you come up the second rise, and it's, I don't know how you describe it really, I guess, bit of a fire break, but a grassy one. You hang a sharp right, you come through some trees for a bit, and then you hit this this access road. And yeah, I've been walking on this for 5 minutes now. It's really nice. It's nice to be on, you know, fairly level ground, solid, and you know, it's one of those pieces of trail where you don't have to look too hard at where you're putting your feet, and you can actually, you know, take in the scenery around you, which I always appreciate, you know. It's one of the things that kind of irks me when I'm on the trail. So when the trail's really difficult terrain, you spend your whole time just looking at your feet, and you don't really get to take in the scenery that much, you know. So what I try to do about every 45 minutes or so is just stop. I just stop and look around, see what there is to see. Because otherwise, you know, what's the point? I'll also just be on a treadmill if I'm just gonna, you know, blindly just knock out mileage. Passing through 14 states, I want to see them. Alright. I've been following this nice access trail through these, I guess, the spruce trees. It's been very nice, smells very nice in here. It offsets kiwi's odor at the moment. But we do branch off to the right, so just pay attention to the blazes. Don't head off that way. You gotta swing around. So this is just down the track from the what do you call it, funeral home associated with that cemetery, and there's usable water here. Just so you know, it's not deep, but it's definitely usable, especially in that little spot over there. It's about 2 inches, and it's the faster running portion of it. So, but yeah, this is it's pretty much what we're walking through. Yeah, I'll get back with you in a little bit. Alright, so we've just come out of there onto this road. We're going to be heading off to those trees, no doubt. But yeah, this is deeper water than the stream. It's like 6 to 7 inches deep there, so that's probably the easiest spot to get water from if you need it. So this is pretty representative of what the track's been like. So nice, easy gradient. I mean, there's still some tree roots that I just tripped over one about 2 minutes ago, and it was a strong enough trip that it actually dislodged the bottom of my trekking pole, the bottom segment. But yeah, lucky I was able to just put it back together. So, but yeah, it's about 11:30, and we've hit 60 degrees. So it's amazing, man. It's amazing the temperature changes I've gone through on this trip so far. I mean, 2 days ago I was in 7-degree weather, and now it's 60. Some of those cold days, I mean, it didn't get above, I don't think. Yeah, I had a couple of days where it didn't get above 22. I think when I was going up to Roan Mountain Shelter, it didn't get above 22 up there. Oh, yeah, that was brutal. But yeah, this is much more pleasant, apart from the tree roots. But yeah, let's get back to the trail. Well, we come down the big descent here. Nice body of water. Very nice. Oh Lord, that would be nice in the summertime. But we're going to continue this way. Well, that's just a good old tubing river right there. Nice, very nice. God, that's nice. Man, I would camp here. Someone's had a little bit of a fire pit. Wait, who would not want to pitch their tent right next to a gently flowing river? You know, I'm gonna fill up one of my bottles, seeing as this is so incredibly convenient. Oh man, what a great place to go for a dip. I think there's a campsite up here. Let's go have a mosey. You can certainly do it here. It might be a little further on. I don't know if that's official or not, but I'll take it. 400 miles. We're almost to Maine. So that's the AT heading away. We're about, oh, I don't know, 10 minutes maybe from that 400 mile marker. Now, just prior to that, I think there was a trail going off to the campsite. So the little campsite's close to the river. As I moved further past it, I could see that there was a flat area on there. Because I didn't stop, because, you know, sometimes you go down these side trails and all they're doing is just going down to water, or, you know, it's not a productive use of my time. But it looks like that campsite was just before that 400 mile marker. But here's another little site up here. There's room for a couple of tents, good hammocking, and you still get to hear the river. So, and it's shaded. The other spot, what I could see through the trees, was right out in the open. So, and the blazing heat of summer, I mean, that's your call. But yeah, we'll continue on. There's a Mountain Air Falls, all right. Thought it must be getting close. And Mountain Air Shelter should be it's like 0.1 of a mile or something further along, so we will get to it. Yeah, this trail here wasn't just slick with mud and leaves. I'd be going up there. That is a whole set of bicycles. Very cool. We've come off the side trail here. Off the AT rather. Now we're on the side trail. And this is Mountain Air Shelter. So we'll go down and have a look-see. Well, it's on a bit of a slope. We've got a fire pit. A couple of tracks going off. Might be an easier way to get down to the water. And it's another double layer. Actually, it's a triple. I've got room up there too. Huh, that's interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, I like it. I like when they have benches like this. It just makes preparing everything so much easier. It's pretty tidy. Got a shovel, got a broom, got a beer. And let's see, it was built in 2006. Nice. Wait, could do without all the goddamn graffiti. Oh well, what are you gonna do? Alright, I'm gonna take a quick break and figure out how far it is to the last shelter of the day, and I'll get back to you. What do we say, about 10 or 15 minutes past Mountain Air Shelter, and they're right next to a stream right there. That's a nice spot. I'm probably not going to be doing a hell of a lot of videoing from this point forward today. I'm running a little behind. My energy reserves are sapped, and I'll be lucky to get them before nightfall. So unless something really interesting comes up, I think that'll be it for today. We're about an hour and 10 from God, I've forgotten the name of it, Mountain Falls Shelter. A little bit of a stealth site here, like a little sort of a access roadie thing down there. That would be the flat places to put your tent. The phone's giving me warnings that I'm running low on power as well. Basically every footbridge except the second one from Mountain Falls Shelter has had free-flowing water. I haven't been stopping to film it because I gotta try and save some battery for tomorrow. But yeah, this is basically what I've been walking on. It's pretty much a rhododendron forest with some spruce and some oaks and that thrown in for good measure. But yeah, it's pretty quick work, but I've got to get a move on. Man, I'll be lucky to get them by 7, so bye for now. This is what are we at? 1 hour 40 from Mountain Falls. That is lovely. And there's a little fire ring down there. There's room for about a tent, a couple of hammocks maybe. Oh, Kiwi's hurting. Oh, that's nice. Don't drop the phone in the water. Don't drop the phone in the water. There we go. So this is Laurel Fork. And I've got to stretch out my rotator cuff. Almost took a bad fall on a tree root and wrenched it out. I'll get back to you in a little bit. Yeah, so the trail follows the stream, and it feels like it's dropped about 15 degrees, which would be great in the summertime. And there's we continue up there, but there's a area for a tent in there, and it looks like further back and wraps around to there. Looks like there's room over there for tents as well. But yeah, lovely spot, but yeah, definitely a temperature drop. This is about I don't know, 2.5 hours give or take from Mountain Falls Shelter. Just a cute one. It's very protected here from the wind. You put a couple of tents there, and it's right next to the track. Whew. Oy. Ugh. I shouldn't even be filming this. I'm running on about 3% battery life. It's so stupid. Probably won't have any battery left for tomorrow. But that is pretty neat. Yeah, these are the footbridges before you do the last hill for the day, before hitting the shelter. And the book said that the water source up at the shelter is a long way down a steep hill or something. So get your water here, and just suck it up and carry it up the hill. I passed 3 footbridges, all of them had usable water. This is the third one, and this has the best flow and the deepest water, just so you know. What up, everyone, it's Kiwi here. It's day 36 and we made it to Moorland Shelter last night. I had human company in the form of Eric for the 4th time on this trip at a shelter. The shelter is solid. It's got a decent overhang. There were no mice here. There are some tent spots around. It's not super great for tents, I must say, but hammocks is fine. The water source down the hill is basically a joke. Highly recommend you water up at the footbridges down the hill before you start heading up. It is an absolute trickle here. I didn't go down, Eric did, and yeah, he said it's a but I'm heading off to Kinkora, being Hostel today. It's about a little under 8 miles. He doesn't have Wi-Fi there, so I'm just going to stay the night, shower up, and then I'm going to go to Boots off Hostel on Tuesday. Tuesday's supposed to be raining all day, so it'll be a good day to utilize some Wi-Fi there and get these videos uploaded. So if I see anything on the trail between here and the turnoff for Kinkora, I will get back to you. We've just come off the initial decline, and it's been basically, a brown leaf-covered forest. Nothing to jump up and down about. But you come out to this field here, and there's a little stealth spot under these trees. That's not a bad spot. You just have to watch some of those branches. But yeah, this is what are we, about 40 minutes? Yeah, I'd say about 40 minutes from Moorland Shelter, heading north. We're about 2 hours into our decline. It's been drizzling almost the whole way down, but it's the first chance I've had to pull out my phone. Yeah, it's a steeper decline than you think. It's just that it's switchbacked a lot, and that's why in the book it shows it as a much easier walk out. But yeah, there's a fair amount of bouldering, like little boulder fields that you got to walk through. And this is the only decent campsite I've seen. There's room there for about two tents, easy. Maybe 3 if they were singles, but I'm not hearing any water nearby. Maybe further down there something may appear, but yeah, it's the first decent stealth spot on the descent.